Alrighty, hello and welcome back to... Oh, why is my brain forgetting? Battletech. That's what this is. We're playing the Ironman mode campaign. And I just realized my merc company name is wrong, so let me go to my captain's quarters and change this. Cavaliers. Wonderful. And we'll pick a new insignia because why not? I like the look of this one. There's the purpley color. And the accent. Just scrolling through colors now to see what looks halfway decent. Very vibrant stuff. Okay. That works. Alright. Now we just have to play the waiting game for all of our stuff to repair. That'll be fun. Shakedown. You're on the Leopard's Bridge with Surumi, Yang, and Darius for the daily briefing. Darius says, "We've received 3 messages from the bank's loan sharks." Sumere comes in. "From the people who are financing us," Darius continues, "they're considering rewriting the terms of our loan so it'll be easier to seize the ship if we miss a payment. As usual, they're only doing this because they believe we can't fight it in court. Do we want to sweet talk the banks, ignore the messages, educate the banks about their mistake? Let's sweet talk them. I'll talk to them," I say, and the meeting moves forward. Afterward, you record a response. In it, you explain with much gravitas that you selected each bank for their prestige and reliability. You remind them of your impeccable payment history. You conclude by expressing your desire for a long and fruitful financial relationship with them, hinting that you might seek additional loans when your current ones are paid in full. A few days later, the banks contact you to say that their previous messages were sent in error and should be ignored. Your company gains the following tags. Loan status: fair. Very nice. Also, I just realized the only contract that's nearby is 12 days away. So I should have been moving towards that rather than well, just leaving it alone. Oh well.
Roger that, Commander. Course plotted.
Okay. So now we are on the way. Wonderful. Speed. Well, only a few days wasted, so it's not terrible. God, this is such a pretty cinematic. Jump ships are both elegant and kind of creepy in their nature. Like, I don't like the long arms. Something about them is,
Job's done, Commander.
Wonderful. All of our stuff is out of the repair bays. Whew. Wonderful. And we will proceed with this contract. So then, let's take a look. I will grab myself. I'll grab the blackjack, even though I'm not the biggest fan of it, but... Vindicare. We'll put you in the Shadowhawk. And that puts us at 150 tons. The contract difficulty isn't that bad. So I think we're gonna stick with this. I am not interested in putting Medusa in a somewhat broken spider. Yeah, no. I think we'll be able to do this with these three. And we can get Medusa some action later. Such a cool name, Medusa. And now the waiting game begins. Luckily though, I did exit out of like the 300 Chrome tabs that I normally have running in the background, so you know, they should hopefully load faster. Probably should have negotiated for more money on this contract rather than salvage, but salvage is important. So we went for salvage. Well, no, we went for a balance of both. The dark screen. It loom. Sometimes the stream of consciousness is not the greatest. Ooh. I like the red accent on our ship. That's just very, very nice. Destroy local government lands. Well, that'll be fun. It'll probably be like a locust or two. I recently did get access to the DLCs, all three of them on this game, so we might see like a flea or similar, which will be interesting. I'm not sure if they'll activate in this campaign though. They might, don't get me wrong. I'm just not sure if they become active in campaigns in which you've played before they became active. I don't know. I'll look it up later. Or, well, I guess the presence of the flea would confirm it. In lunar and Martian environments. I honestly haven't seen a lunar nor Martian map in this game before. Like, they exist. Don't get me wrong. They have to, otherwise, you know, it wouldn't say be careful of doing it in there. It would say be careful of doing it in like a desert environment or similar. So I'm curious what missions we'll eventually get into.
Command interface initiated.
We've got them in the open. You've got them, Commander, right out in the open. These guys are amateurs. Get eyes on them, take them out. Good hunting, Commander. Oliveira, out. Very nice. And we'll just sprint towards the target. No sense in wasting time.
On my way. Coordinates received.
Okay, so there's an enemy mech right there. Moving towards us, so it's lighter than us.
We've got an unknown on sensors.
Two unknowns. I will jump right around here, because that seems like a good idea. And can go wrong in no ways at all. Oh, it's a javelin. Okay.
All weapons committed.
Man, most of those shots missed. That was not a good performance on my part, but... This works, right here. Get the Vindicator over to here. That way we can
On it.
more effectively land hits on the target. Ooh. I think I exposed his center torso.
That. Waiting for orders.
Unknown. Yeah, we'll also jump you over. We'll jump you back here so that way we got some actually good lines of fire. Oh, Shadowhawks are pretty. Alright.
This should be good.
Pilot
Should've
incapacitated.
run when you had the chance.
Oh no, wait, I got his center torso. Yeah, no, I tore through that one real fast. Yeah, only 50. Yeah, no, this is gonna be a quick mission then. Move.
What can I do for you?
Man, no one
Order.
has good, like, accuracy on that little guy. Which is mildly frustrating.
go.
But there's not much that I can do about it. So I'll just move myself forward. Try and get some of his evasion down, and then hit him with something heavier. And we're likely to overheat, so... we'll take off one of the medium lasers.
Engaging target.
Oh, those were complete misses.
No damage detected.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Glitch, what's your... it's looking better, but
Ready for
not
orders.
great still. We'll move to around
out.
here. 50% works most of the time. Again, not great odds, but it's odds. Ooh, and we got a good hit right into its side. That's very
I
good.
hear
very
ya.
good. Okay. Rotate. Rotate. We'll go for a cold shot, because that makes things always better.
Take this.
I'll try and get rid of that torso piece. Which worked! Very nice. Though this is a
Yeah,
locust
critical
against 3 medium mechs, it's not a fair fight. It is nowhere near a fair fight. That's a choice, little buddy. We'll just try and stomp him.
Engaging physical attack.
That works.
Enemy mech destroyed.
A milk run just as we expected. Good work, Commander.
Mission successful.
Back to loading. Loading? Hopefully loading well. Oh, I really hope it's loading well. That would be most unfortunate if not. Oh, yep, okay, we're still loading. We're fine. Wonderful. $500 XP. We'll go with a javelin piece, I guess. And we'll see what else we get. So we got the part of the javelin, 2 medium lasers, a small laser, a heatsink, and 2 jump jets. Not horrid, not great, but not horrid. To find better equipment in stores, try visiting high-tech and industrial store systems. Yeah, that makes sense, you know. I like the little lore tidbits. Like, who are the Grave Walkers? Like, they kind of explain it. Not too much of a famous merc unit, but they still did good work for several centuries, which is impressive. That means it survived the changing of hands a few times. Or at least once. 'Cause can't humans? Excuse me. Yawn. Terrible. Can't humans, like, survive? There was some character that was still in a cockpit that was, like, 120. No, wait, not 120. But she was past 80s. Which is impressive. Like, that is a lot of experience in one pilot. My brain. Oh. Hey, I just got an achievement. Complete 50 mercenary contracts. That's the first time I got that achievement? Really? Huh. Okay. And we're immediately gonna jump into another contract because, yeah, that's just handy. Here, let me actually check out what's wrong with the spider. Oh, it just needed repairs. I don't know why I didn't repair it then.
That work order you submitted
There we go.
is complete.
So let's go ahead. And, you know, destroy the good reputation that we started building. Again, hold on. What is going on with this spider? Oh, you have about a ton. Why are your jump jets so poorly balanced? Like, we lose the left torso, the entire thing goes AWOL. And might as well just add in the jump jets over here. Not really a lot of firepower to speak of. And I'm just gonna move this one here. It'll cost 1,000 and take 4 days, but you know.
Right. I'll get it in the schedule.
Okay, so we'll just wait for that to complete. It's 4 days in the financial report. But it'll be fun. Okay,
Job's
there we
done,
go.
Commander.
And we'll go to this contract. Terrorist convoy. Okay, I'm curious. Actually, I'm gonna head to the star map real quick. Oh right, we're stuck in this area until we can my brain is not working. Until we can pay off our debts, which, considering we're slowly running out of contracts, not good. They are not expecting a lot. Honestly. Well, we'll put the spider in. We'll put Medusa into here. I guess I could make Medusa my recon, but... So 3 mediums and a light. That's not bad. I was actually doing a career game as well. That one's not being recorded because I want to record the actual campaign, and I don't think... I need things to read so that way I can give my personal input on things. I don't know. In the career game, I realized the importance of the lighter mechs, and specifically the Panther? Really cool mech. I love the fact that it's got a PPC and I could theoretically install LRMs on it. Very nice. Very good. Very cash money. This is all to just fill in the blank space of loading screens. Of course. Succession wars between the great houses have continued with little interruption. 2786. Yeah, but what year is it now? Is the main question. Because if it's 2787, then that's not an impressive amount of time. But if it's like 3000, then yeah, that's an impressive amount of time. It's like nearly 300 years. Oh, more like 200. Yeah, yawning. So sorry.
Command interface initiated.
Commander, our intel is right. The target is in the AO and only lightly guarded. We're seeing a lot of pirate activity in the vicinity of the target. Take them out, get to the evac zone, and we get paid.
Okay, let's do this.
I am trying and complete as many objectives as I can, because that will get me a lot more money.
Copy that.
Probably should be careful to not move Spider too far forward, but... Alright, let's move you forward, Behemoth forward, and Glitch forward. I'll
Coordinates
move
received.
Medusa over to here.
Roger.
Got a sensor trace.
Ooh, contact. We saw him for a second.
Aye, aye.
We'll probably do some real fast movement. Looks like there's only 2 of them. So, I'm gonna do something aggressive with the Spider. That's the mech that I was talking about. The Panther. Very good. I love using them.
All weapons are go.
So I want to take that one out real quick. And definitely I'll try and get the salvage for that. Oh, there's a Jenner. I'll move forward.
Commander.
Behemoth, can you move forward? You can. Okay, I'm just trying to
What can I
see
do for ya?
who can target where and with how much accuracy. We'll go this way.
I read you, Commander. Moving out.
Where's the target? Okay, so the target's still out there. These are the support. Looks like it's equipped with a PPC, probably some SRMs given by what looks like it's on the torso. Oh, that's a lot of missiles. Actually, not a lot of missiles. I lied. It's 4, so... SRM 4, maybe?
What's up, boss?
Maybe.
Roger that.
We'll move the Vindicator forward. Get a good little team built up. And I'll have the Vindicator.
On it.
That's a good torso hit. That's the Panther down, and we'll definitely be claiming its salvage. Alright, let's move forward with myself. And we are there any locations which have a better line of sight? Not really. So we'll just move forward with the Blackjack. Maybe I'll replace the Blackjack. Well, maybe not. The Blackjack carries a good amount of things. We exposed the structure on the Jenner, which is pretty good. Jenner's moving forward. It also missed a bunch of its shots.
Warning. Detecting.
Of course I
mid-warrior
got
injury.
hit in the head. Owie. Owie, my bones. Okay, so I'm only gonna be really able to get one of them in my sight lines. Oh, I can get 2. So we'll do... I don't want to just leave this in... I don't want to bring the spider into a fight in which I don't know that it will be able to win or receive backup immediately. So I'm gonna jump the spider this way. And then we'll fire at the Jenner. Another 4. I'm trying to think what mech it could be that potentially mounts that type of SRM, but I'm not entirely sure myself. We'll see it when it comes out. There goes his right arm, there goes his torso. Wonderful. That's the Jenner down. I love the way it just kind of flops forward. I entirely understand that as a mood. We're gonna sprint ahead with the Vindicator. Try and get him into range, even though we won't be. Still a good idea, or maybe it's a terrible idea. We will see. There we go. Let's get some sight lines with the Shadowhawk. A Kintaro KTO 18. I have never seen you before, but you're very interesting.
Our primary target is taking damage.
Good to go.
Let's move Medusa. Actually, hold on. What are you packing? LRM-5, SRM-6, medium laser. Oh, it's a missile boat. Well, now I kind of want it for myself.
Got it.
I might try and get it. We'll move Spider forward. Have him try to hit into the target. And hopefully not perish horribly in the process. Kintaro's moving. Yeah, that's a decent amount of missing. Oh god, my voice. No. Do not crack.
Orders.
55, 75. We'll just hit them
Roger.
with this. Imperative sensors. What does impaired sensors mean? Add 1 difficulty to all of this unit's attack until its next activation.
I hear
Interesting.
ya.
That makes sense.
This
And we'll fire back with our own missile boat. Some decent hits. We'll move forward with the blackjack. Go for a precision strike. Try to hit it in the chest, so that way. Ah, it's still working.
Heat exceeding recommended level.
Waiting for orders.
We'll move Medusa over.
On my way.
Yeah, if one of those
Here it comes.
missiles, not missiles, lasers. Come on, Max. You know what these are.
Good to go.
You work with them daily. I just need one shot to hit into his torso, and then he's done for. And of course, everything refuses to hit the torso.
Waiting for orders.
I suppose I could go for a cold shot.
Got it.
There we go. Torso down. And flop.
Should have run when you had.
All targets eliminated. Sit tight, and I can collect you from where you are right now.
Mission
Wonderful.
Successful.
loading. Wonderful black loading screens. The Ares conventions. Oh, nope, I don't get to read about the Ares conventions. Very big sad. Yes, and this is why I always do, what's the term? Side objectives, as you get paid extra. And of course the blackjack's damaged, but we'll have that repaired in no time. The main question is, do I want to go for the Panther or do I want to go for the Kintaro? Burns hotter than... You know what? I'll go for that. And we still got the Panther part. I don't really care about the gender part if I'm fully honest, but I won't complain. I'll complain a little bit. I could have gotten a PPC. Flamers, small lasers, and machine guns automatically fire after melee attacks. Those are very handy. Very, very handy that they fire after melee attacks. To check your career mode scoreboard regularly to discover ways of increasing your mercenary score. I count being alive as a victory. It's frozen, so that means either we're going to be loaded really quickly, or it's going to take its time. We'll see. We will see. Again, with the yawning. Absolutely horrible. There we go. Contact the Rimward Frontier. Alright, everybody, gather around. After our last talk, I bit the bullet and started fishing around for uncertified contracts. And I might, I repeat, might, have caught us something. Who's the client? Unknown. She didn't ID herself in the message, but she claims to be a member of the Canopin Elite. She says that she's got a big job lined up and wants us for it. Us specifically. She called out the commander by name. How would she even know about us in the first place? It isn't like we're drowning in publicity out here. Good question, and I'm betting we don't have an answer. You're certain this client isn't really a bounty hunter? Because I can list off about 5 different banks that all love to repossess this ship. We're shopping for uncertified contracts behind the review board's back, Yang. No. Hell no, I'm not certain. But for what it's worth, I can confirm she's rich. She reached out to us with a priority HPG message, and those things ain't cheap. Well, we'll meet with this. It sounds like a step in the right direction, at the least. It really does. Without wanting to harp on it, we're hemorrhaging C-bills as it is. I say it's worth the risk. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? Our new client vents us out the airlock, and our corpses spend the rest of forever tumbling through the icy vastness of space? Yeah, but you're dead for in the first couple minutes, so it's not terrible. Thanks for that beautiful image, Yang. Look, Max, I'll admit, this is sketchy as hell. But it's also the best lead we're likely to find. If you want to follow up, plot a course to Belfrom. The client will be waiting. We are immediately going there. Contract to meet our Canopen mystery client is ready for review in the command center. Take a look when you're ready. Our mech warriors have picked up a fair amount of combat experience over the last few drops. Head to the barracks and review their dossiers. Very nice. Okay. Priority mission, benefactor. Are we already at Belfron? Oh, we are. Okay. Well, ain't that handy. For now, I'm probably gonna wait until people are out of the med bay and my stuff is repaired. Let's see, what do we got in storage? Got some parts for the keto. Parts for a fire javelin. Interesting. Not a lot of stuff. What's in the store? What's in the local market? Parts for a commando. Parts for a cyclops. Ooh. Marauder parts. A Lance command pod. Not bad. Phoenix Hawk. Very nice. Hey, trench bucket. I love those things. Good LRM boats. Very good LRM boats. What can we get? Arm mod. Heat sinks. Jump jets. Nothing much in the ways of that. Let's see. How much was the trench bucket again? It's not a terrible price. I actually do quite like it, if I'm fully honest. I have used the Phoenix Hawk a decent amount. It's pretty good. But also I want Marauder parts, I won't lie. PPC, medium laser, AC5. Perhaps one of the best known mechs in existence, the Marauder makes a worthy opponent on the battlefield. It's no slouch at mid-range combat, but experienced mech warriors will always hang back at longer ranges to let its PCs and AC5 punish targets from afar. If it wouldn't bankrupt me, I'd buy it. Well, we get the financial report in 2 days. We'll see what.
Ready to go over financials whenever you are.
And what's the morale? We're currently at steady, 15 resolve points per round of battle. Spirited, 25 resolve points per round of battle. And resolute, gain 35 points per battle. I'm assuming that these are the amount of time that we have. We're gonna go with generous, because I do want to up that, even if I don't always use it. Yeah.
Job's done, Commander.
How much does this contract pay out? 33,000. It's not a lot here.
I hear ya.
Showboat.
Receiving you.
Twister.
Good to go.
White Road.
Waiting for Commander.
Interesting. Interesting. Okay, let's check out the store again. There's Commando, there's the Javelin. Can no longer purchase Orion. Oh, and I can't purchase the Mad Cat. No, it's not a Mad Cat. A Mad Cat comes much later. But I can purchase the Trench Bucket. There's also the Vulcan. But I think I'm gonna go with Trebuchet.
New equipment available.
I maybe should have stuck with the amount of money that I normally get paid, but it's fine. I'm just gonna scrap this for sea bills, because I don't use locusts. They're way too finicky. Like, actually, I've never used a locust. They're just not my type. Mr. Oliveria, thank you for honoring my request to meet. I am Anna Maria Centralia. You've heard of my family, I'm sure. Lady Centralia, this is a surprise. I wouldn't expect a member of the Canopan royal family to even know who we are, let alone approach us in such a non-traditional manner. This isn't a traditional contract, and I don't need Comstar asking questions. Besides, there's no reason to involve the Mercenary Review Board. I already know I want to hire you. Have I piqued your interest, Commander Gardner? Certainly, Lady Centrella. We wouldn't be here if you hadn't. I'm pleased to hear it. The job that I have for you is a relatively simple one. I need you to recover something for me, and I need it done quietly. In exchange for your servants, I will pay down the interest on your rather sizable loans, and buy you breathing room you've been looking for. How'd you know about... You know what? Doesn't matter! Just tell us what we're supposed to be recovering. This. Lady Centralla's image is replaced on the screen by a grainy photograph of an enormous grounded dropship. Ramshackle structures cling to it like barnacles. She's a derelict vessel, an Argo. Only one of only two made. For 200 years, she's been lying in this state on Excelsius, a pirate moon in the heart of the frontier. I want her, and you're going to bring her to me. Yeah, and? How exactly are we supposed to do that? I mean, that's a big ship, and she looks half cannibalized for parts. Look, you can see her ribs in the photo. I'm as enthusiastic about money as the next guy, but I'm a mech tech, not an aerospace engineer. I'll be damned if I can get that thing flying again. Relax, Mr. Vatten. I have engineering staff on hand to attend to the Argo. Their leader, Dr. Farah Murad, has built quite a reputation for herself on the frontier. You'll find a jump ship waiting for you at Alloway. It'll carry you to the pirate moon, where you'll clear a path to the crash site. Dr. Murad and her team will go to work on the derelict, and you will protect them until the work is done. This should all be well within your capabilities, Commander Gardner, unless I've come to the wrong company, of course. You don't work on the frontier without learning how to deal with pirates. We can handle the job, no sweat. And I can see no more reason why you shouldn't accept my offer. Do the job well enough, and there will be more work waiting for you upon your return. Mr. Oliveria will never find you a better opportunity than the one I'm offering, Commander Gardner. I can promise you that. She isn't wrong, Max. We were looking for a lifeline, and this is the closest we're gonna get. Okay, Lady Centrella, you've got yourself some mercs. Very good. I'll look forward to your contract, Mr. Oliveira. Your reputation as a freelancer is well known within the Magistracy, Commander Gardner. I hope that you live up to it. Okay, 18 days travel. So that isn't horrible. We won't get our thing.
We're almost completely out of cash.
We're fine. We just need to get there. And then we can wait a couple days for all of our pilots to be ready. Once again, back onto jump ships. Extension. Banging noises draw you to the shared MechWarrior barracks, where you find Medusa disassembling one of the leopard's interior walls. There are several panels neatly stacked beside him. He pauses, then explains, "There's a few cubic meters of dead space back here. I'm making room so we can stretch without hitting the bunks. As reasonable as this sounds, the banks aren't going to like you modifying there properly." Medusa, technician, make the change easily reversible. This is a temporary change, yes? Medusa blinks and quickly nods. Yes, Commander. You say the word and I can have it back the way it was in 90 minutes. 120 tops. Good as new. Good. Carry on. However, in the future, you will get sign-off before you start anything like this again. Are we clear? Yes, Commander, says. Morale increased by 1. Wonderful. We're almost dispirited. Almost. Bing. That must feel so weird to be a part of that type of jump. Hold on, let me check my mech bay and see if there's anything that I need to work on. No? We're good to go. Very nice. I can't wait to get my hands on a trench bucket. I love those things. LRM boats are one of my favorite parts of this game. Just target over there. I can't see them. They can't see me. Have missiles.
Broke, Commander.
I know I'm nearly broke. Stop reminding me of it. And we are now in orbit. We're not gonna go just yet. We're gonna wait for myself to get out of the mid bay. Heck, we might even just wait. Well, hold on. How much is this paying us? Okay, yeah, that's a lot of money. What's... Ooh, there's even another trench bucket part here. Yes, that's really good. Okay. Well, yeah, no, that's a lot of money. That's honestly really good. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wait a couple more days. We're gonna get our financial report.
Got a new financial report for you, Commander.
Yep, and we will stick with generous. Even though it looks like it'll probably bankrupt us, but we'll be fine. Commander, I'm setting course for Lady Centrella's jump ship. It's strange, though. The moon it's taking us to, Axios, doesn't appear on any of my maps, which makes me to wonder, where exactly are we going, and how do they intend to get us here? That's a great question! Where are you taking me? That was one hell of a rough ride. My stomach is still doing somersaults. That's because those crazy bastards use a pirate point to get us here. If we suffered a misjump, a sour stomach would be the least of your concerns. The leopard could have gotten irreparably mangled. Hell, we could have been irreparably mangled. There are cautionary hollow vids they showed us at the academy were stuff of nightmares. When exactly did you realize what Centrella's jump ship crew was planning on doing? As we were on approach to dock with the jump ship, it was way out of position to use any legitimate point. Putting 2 and 2 together, I could guess what they were gonna do. Here's the million Seville question, Meyer. Why didn't you say anything about this before we jumped? Because it wouldn't have mattered if I had. We couldn't afford to turn down this job. Given the situation, I figured ignorance was probably bliss. You know what, you're probably right. We'll talk about this later, Mayor. But for now, what's done is done. We're here, and there's money to make. Let's focus on the task at hand. The Argos crash site is here, smack dab in the middle of a pirate stronghold. The ship, the stronghold, and everything around it belong to a self-titled bandit queen called Grim Sybil. Her gang is the closest thing that Axios has to running a council. Grim Sybil is supposed to be scary? Sounds like the kind of name you'd choose out of a hat. What do their defenses look like? They're patchy at best. I don't think that Axelis gets a lot of visitors. You've got strong anti-air cover, but little in the way of ground defenses. I'm seeing lots of vehicles. Battle mechs look relatively light. Define light battle mech activity. What are we talking about exactly? I can't put a number on it. All I have is surface scans. From what I do have, I'd expect pirates to be able to feel a full length of light battle mechs, all of them in poor repair. There are mixed reports of something bigger. That'll be Grimm's mech. I don't have any information on the tonnage or armament, but given the shape that everything else is on Axios, I'd imagine it's being held together with chewing gum and baling wire. What else do you have on this Grim Sybil? Before today, I've never heard of her. Yeah, I hadn't either. Central's intel says that Grim Sybil mostly stays put on Axelis. But she's got at least a dozen pirate gangs operating under her banner, so she must have something going for her. Her bio is pretty sparse, there isn't a lot of meat there. Just a note that she came under Lady Paula Traveline, the pirate queen of the Tortuga Dominions. What is that? A bandit kingdom made up entirely of planets in the periphery. The Tortuga Dominion's ruthless raids are a thorn in the side of both the Federated Suns and the Taurian Concordat. I guess that's impressive, having a connection to Lady Death and all. Lady Death? Really? I swear these pirate names are killing me! Are mech warrior call signs really any better, Yang? Let me think about that one, boss. Kilo. No, I guess they're not. You really had to use mine? I walked right into that. Very clever, wise ass. Now knock it off. Darius, is there anything else worth mentioning in that file? Or can we get back to talking about the mission? What is that rumbling outside? Damn. Well, it looks like Traveling and Sable had a falling out. That's not terribly surprising given the Pirate Queen's track record. Sable somehow managed to survive. Good on her. And she's been living on Axios ever since. The rest of the report is just a rap sheet. Apparently our bandit queen has racked up an astonishing number of kills over the years. Mostly against merchants and freighter crews, but kills all the same. She likes to get her hands dirty and she knows her way around a battle mech. That's all I've got. So the pirates have vehicles, turrets, maybe a few battle mechs. Got it. Keep going. The entire superstructure is surrounded by radar-guided anti-aircraft guns. Your first task will be to take down the radar towers so that the Suma can approach the derelict. Once you've secured the crash site, she'll dock with the Argo and drop off the engineering team. And then miraculously get a 200-year-old wreck flying again. Yeah, that does sound like a pretty hard task. Lady Centrella has bet a massive stack of Seabos that they will, for what it's worth. I believe this engineer can pull it off. I never heard of Dr. Farah Murad before, or Lady Centrella mentioned her, but I did some digging after a meeting. She was telling the truth. The dock has quite the reputation. Supposed to be some kind of frontier engineer wonderkind, and a genius at bringing dead ships back to life. I'll believe it when I see it, but for what it's worth, I hope you're right. Yeah, me too. Now that we're here, we're kind of committed to seeing this job through. I'll leave it to you, Max. Good hunting on the moon surface. I'll be keeping an eye on you from up here. Yep, this is our loadout. 175 tons. We can make this work. Excuse me. Good music. Ah, there we go. Self-appointed Bandit Queen has taken possession of the Argo, a derelict dropship and relic of the Star League era. We believe that it belongs in more suitable hands, mainly ours. You'll drop on the Exeus, shut down the pirates' anti-aircraft capabilities, and hold out while our engineers bring the Argo back to life. That's supposed to be an easy job. Oh, we're getting a little laggy. So, hopefully that's a telltale sign that we're almost good to start. Nope, not yet. Okay. Still waiting on these things. Prepping for combat, as always. As always. Ah, there we go. Hold on. Begin mission.
Command interface initiated.
Welcome to Axelis, Commander. It's every bit as charming as you'd expect a pirate-occupied moon to be. You'll find Grim Sable's radar stations just ahead. Defenses appear to be limited to turrets and ground vehicles for the time being, at least. We know that Grim Sable has at least one lance of battle mech, so be ready for anything. Be careful of the pirates' turrets as you make your way into the base. They pack a nasty punch. They'll also sensor lock your mechs. Aim for the turret generator. That'll be the fastest way to neutralize the threat. After the pirates' radar stations are down, you'll be clear to proceed to the Argo. Good hunting, Commander. Knock out that radar cover, crush any pirate resistance, and secure that derelict. I'm just gonna shift over. Look at that! Talk about an interesting wreck. Very pretty. Units in a vacuum sink only 65% of their normal heat. Ooh, yeah, that is nasty, ain't it? Especially with mechs that run hot.
Uh-huh.
Enemy detected.
We'll put Medusa down in that crater, that way he doesn't, you know, get frad as soon as the turret sees him.
Ready for orders.
Anywhere I can jump? No, not really. Well, I guess we'll might as well move fast and quick
Received.
if we're gonna.
No one else singing this. Wake up, you idiots. We've got company.
But they're driving giant battle mechs. We can't fight against them.
Any more objections? Good. Get out there and fight.
Someone's a rather ruthless commander.
All
Damn.
weapons are go.
Dude was just bringing up a very valid concern, lady. Come on, though. Alright, we'll move back. And we'll try and take out that turret generator first things first, because that'll bring down.
Engaging target.
Okay, very good.
Yes, Commander.
Bring the behemoth forward.
Roger that.
Or bring behemoth forward, she's in a vindicator. Fire.
Locking on.
Oh, it's almost gone.
Good to go.
It is so very close to just being iced.
You betcha.
We'll cut that. Well, yeah, we'll save the AC5 since there's only so much ammo for it. There we go. There go the turrets.
Heyday.
Ooh, there's something. We'll probably run Medusa forward. If we're lucky, we'll be able to get to that bulldog. But
Receiving you. Yep.
well, we can't get into melee of the bulldog, which is what I would personally prefer. But we can get nice and close. 150. Good shots on the bulldog. Something's moving this way. Okay, let's move forward.
Enemy unit destroyed.
There we go. Bulldog down. Very good. We can't really see anything
What's
else.
up, Doc?
So we'll use the ladies and their
On my
weapons
way.
to try and take out the radar towers really quick.
Taking the shot.
Dang, almost none of those hit.
Waiting for orders.
But it'll be fine. Okay. Move the Shadowhawk forward. I do really like the red and black color scheme. That's just pretty.
Roger that. Firing on target.
It's still active. That enemy vehicle is getting... It's a striker. Oh, what was that missile barrage?
Yes, Commander.
Medusa, go ahead. Run up. Stomp him.
Oh!
There we go. Wonderful.
Vehicle down.
Target down. Move forward. And then we'll use a decent amount of firepower. We'll target both comm station, radar stations. That's the term.
Engaging multiple targets.
That's that target hit. And that's that target down.
Target building.
How did it
Destroyed.
sound like a scream?
Ready for orders.
Either way. It's a galleon. We'll move her forward.
Acknowledged.
And once again, we'll fire the Vindicator up this way.
Locking on target.
Oh, what was... Oh, that shot hit? I'll take it.
Waiting on you, Commander.
There is no angle where we can get both, is there? Nope. Nope. So I'm just gonna have you open fire from here. There we go. A guns down, get to the crash site and secure that area.
Brought it down, Commander.
Aye, aye.
Unfortunately, we can't get there. So we'll just move this way.
On my way.
Have Medusa try to take out the galleon.
I copy.
It survived getting hit. I'm impressed. More so the fact that it survived structure damage is what impresses me rather than it getting hit. That's a misspeak.
What can I do for you?
Glitch. I'm gonna use you since your mech is relatively low on heat. And we're not gonna fire the... Well... Yeah, we'll fire the LRM. I didn't need to fire the LRM. But, it's better to fire it
Like that?
and have not needed it than to need to fire it. And, you know. Alright, now everyone's gotta start running. Oh, wait. We went the wrong way.
Heading out.
Internal pain.
Got it.
And we are just sprinting to the finish line.
On my way.
keep 'em moving.
Moving out.
Location confirmed.
Okay, almost there.
Coordinates received. On my way.
Coordinates received.
This way everyone can enter and secure the area at the same time.
Moving out. Don't need to tell me twice.
Crash site is secure. Sumeru, you've got a clear approach to the derelict. 2 steps ahead of you, XO. Watch yourself, Commander. Coming in hot. Package is delivered, XO. I'm taking the Leopard to a safe distance before their pirates can get the guns running again. Roger that, Mayor. Dr. Murad, your team is clear to enter the derelict. I hear you, Mr. Olivia. We're making our way inside now.
Alright, people, you know what to do. Marines, clear the ship of pirates.
With pleasure, Dr. Murad.
Okay, so it is Murad. No, those are mechs. Okay, so that's their actual lance, it seems. Light mechs for the most part.
On it.
We'll move the spider forward. Well, maybe we should have waited. Okay, so what do we got? Got a commander, a Jenner, and some unknowns. Or precision strike. We'll try and hit
Roger
there.
that.
We got some torso damage in them, which is good.
How'd that taste?
Jenner's moving forward. Okay.
Commander.
%40 and 60%.
I hear ya.
Let's go with Shadowhawk. %50%. Okay. So we'll go ahead and fire. Alright. That's that one down. That just leaves the Jenner and a Locust. And a Galleon's on the move.
Good to go.
So we'll
I copy.
move the Vindicator. We'll fire LRMs into this. Not a lot of damage, but it was some damage. There are 7 though, and I count 5 on the? No, 4 on the field currently. So where are the other? Yeah, where are the other 2? Because we managed to take out one of them. No real point. Well, no real point.
Engaging target.
We got his left arm, which is pretty good.
Enemy mech. Critical damage.
Dr. Murad.
detected.
The pirates have Alpha Squad pinned down in the Argo's main hallway. Bravo Squad is holding the door to engineering, but you better hurry up.
Sergeant? Talk to me.
Let's preserve Medusa.
Roger that.
Oh, we can move like the Shadowhawk forward.
Waiting on you, Commander.
And hopefully get eyes on the targets.
Receiving you. What can I do for you?
We'll go ahead and
I
move
read
the
you,
Shadowhawk
Commander.
up to
Moving out.
here. Oh, are you serious? That's a minor problem. So we'll choose you, and then we'll choose you.
Line them up and I'll shoot them
There
down,
we
Commander.
go. Locust down. It's 2. Aha! He moved this way. Very good. Well, it's not great, but we can still go crunch him with the...
Yeah.
with Medusa's help. We'll want to do it this way, that way his frontal armor is still facing forward towards most of the enemies. There we go. Target down.
Vehicle down.
Very nice. And it seems like the Scorpion's moving closer. Ooh. Yeah, where are the other two?
Waiting
That's
for
my main question. Oh, I can't multi-target. That's not great. So instead, what I will do is this, and hope that we get...
Target confirmed.
I will take it. Okay, so the pilot's down. So we'll be able to get to them since I think he's already acted. So we'll try and get the Scorpion instead.
All weapons committed.
There we go. Scorpion down. Again, where are the other two?
Enemy unit destroyed.
Dr. Murad, what's happening in there? Come in, Doctor.
A little busy. The pirates are dead. But so are half of my engineers. It's an unholy mess in here. Bodies everywhere.
Can you get the ship flying again? I need an update.
Look, do you want me to talk or do you want me to fix the damn ship? You do your job, I'll do mine.
She has a point. You are far too close for me to target effectively. But if we move backwards, I can get a much more effective target lock. We'll cut out this medium laser.
Engaging target.
Really? It didn't perish from that.
Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
Okay. How are you still alive?
Reporting critical hit.
This is like the
I hear ya.
luckiest Jenner I've ever seen.
Got it. This should be good.
There we go. But as always,
Should've run
luck
when you
doesn't
had the
remain.
chance. Aye, aye. I read you, Commander. Moving out.
Copy that.
There they are. You think you're gonna steal my ship, you miserable little scrub? Nobody steals from Grim Sable. I'm gonna carve you like a roasted pig. That's a big mech. Yeah, but it's in terrible condition. Concentrate your fire and you should be able to take it. That is still a big mech. I'm gonna reserve my boy.
Roger that. Standing by.
Oh, it's an enemy Shadowhawk. Maybe we can get a...
Commander. Position confirmed.
Move Medusa this way. Open fire. See what we can do. Okay. Move forward. Oh, this is gonna overheat. This is gonna overheat so badly, but you know what? If most of these hit that torso, which they didn't. Ow, my internals.
Exceeding recommended level.
I noticed. I really, really noticed. Owie, owie, owie.
Confirmed.
It's not looking great for that
I think
Shadowhawk,
I hit
though.
something good. Waiting for orders.
Yeah, not looking great at all. I'd much rather have the LRMs have a better chance to shoot. That's a quick draw. Oh, yeah, its armor is not great. Let's try and precision strike the torso. Oh, that didn't work. Oh, that's a big boy, and I'm about to lose the spider.
I'm hit. I took a critical.
I am so very glad that spider didn't die there. We're jumping all the way back. I'm gonna order you to brace. Okay. This may be a really dumb idea. This is probably a stupid idea. Okay, so we'll just fire those. Man, that thing is
Standing by.
just eating all of my shots. Again, I'd much rather have much better LRM
Location
chance than...
confirmed.
So we'll just fire them off.
I copy.
How
Good
much
to go.
punishment can that Shadowhawk take? Jesus. Okay, so we're into its internals. We're into its core.
Take this. Yeah,
Its torso
critical
is
hit.
still standing. I'm impressed.
Damage is minor, Commander.
Ow, my blackjack.
Warning. Armor low.
Yeah, I noticed.
I'm here. Copy that.
Oh, he's moving in. Ouch.
Warning. Armor breached. Internal damage. Engaging physical attack.
How are you still standing?
What's up, boss?
I'm so confused as to how this Shadowhawk is still alive. We just
What can I do for you?
haven't been hitting it where we need to hit it.
Going toe to toe.
There we go. Jesus.
Gotcha.
That took so many. Oh, quick draws on the move. Oh boy.
Oh, that hit meat.
Ouch.
Holding.
I like the little range antenna thingies on the head. It's kind of adorable. If it wasn't meant to try to murder me. How badly are we gonna overheat? Oh, so badly. But you know what? We're gonna try and call shot that torso piece.
All weapons committed.
How?
Heat exceeding recommended level.
Second call shot to the torso.
Commencing Alpha Strike.
There we go. Get your lance to the Argo, Commander. I'm just about done.
Engaging jump jets. Warning. Heat exceeding recommended level.
Sprint.
Acknowledged.
Sprint.
Uh-huh.
Sprint. Let's go.
Location confirmed. Don't need to tell me twice.
There we go. Wonderful. It's done. I can't believe it. It really worked. The engines are online and I have thrust control. Go, now. Celebrate later. Roger that. Hang on, Commander. First time in 2 centuries this beast is going to fly.
Mission successful.
Yay. Very nice. Now we just wait and see what comes up. Hopefully a cinematic of that thing taking off. I would love to see a cinematic. Wonderful. Excellent. Great payout. Oh, my jump jets. I want a quick drop part. I'll also take a Shadowhawk. I will also take an LRM 10. Wonderful. Decent amount of money. High flexibility is pretty good, I will admit. Though personally, I prefer the heavier of lighter mechs. Okay, sure, a light mech's pretty good, but also a heavy mech is also very, very nice. Like, having a survivable light mech is more important in my book. Gotta love the loading screens. Gotta love them. Here we go. Wow. Oh. In exile, high orbit, LOA. You've done excellent work, Commander Goddard, and you've earned yourself an opportunity to do more. Meet your real client. I don't believe she needs an introduction. She does not. I'm happy to see you again, Kilo. Or should I say, Commander. You've done well for yourself. The old man would be pleased. Must come as a shock to you, seeing us here at Alloy. Seeing us at all. I apologize for that. But I had to be sure that you were the mech warrior I remembered before I reached out to you. And now, with the Algo on its way to Lytron for repairs, I know you are everything I remember and more. I'm everything you remember? You show up after 3 years! And that's all you have to say? Go easy on her, Commander Gata. She's been living in exile since Espinosa stole her throne. The broadcasts of her death were dictatoriate propaganda, well-crafted lies to keep the masses in line. And with that, Camilla, I'll leave you to your reunion. Best of luck with the negotiations, and keep me appraised of whatever decision you come to. Lady Centrella's face winks off the view screen. The dull glow of her hollow projection slowly dies away. Lady Centrella was right about propaganda, Kilo. My uncle's directorate is run on lies, though in this case they very nearly came true. The directorate's assassins pursued us into the frontier. In the months following the coup, we have had more than our share of close calls. Eventually, they gave up looking for us, and we've been living in exile ever since. Music, please, I am trying to talk. I know what that's been like. Been there myself. Where the two of you been hiding? As far from directorate space as we could get without leaving the frontier. Miserable little rock called Zathras. It was a nasty, brutish planet full of insurgent strife and bloody turmoil. There were power struggles, mad nobles, plagues, zealots, and holy wars. So what you're saying is it was a typical frontier world. More or less, living on Cormordor. I've heard stories about... brain. Misfired. I've heard stories about the problems that many frontier systems face, but I was detached. I never saw how rough life outside the Igurian coalition could get. My uncle's oop changed everything, Kilo, including me. You'd had Centrilla send us after the Argo. I'd like to know why. In part as a test of your abilities, to make sure that your performance on Cor Amador wasn't a fluke. Our experience in that coup has taught us to be careful, Commander Gardner. We couldn't just reach out to you on faith. But the Argo herself is important as well. She isn't just a ship, Kilo. She's a symbol of reclamation and rebirth and the return of better days. You'll see for yourself soon enough. She was a majestic vessel once, a true product of the Star League. Under Dr. Murad's care, she will be again. Okay, you made it off of Cremordor, and you found me. Let's talk about why. I imagine you've already guessed it. I intend to seek justice for my uncle's crimes. I intend to take my throne back, but I can't do it without you. We have resources and army drawn from all across the frontier. Perhaps most importantly, we have the patronage of Lady Centrella, the tacit support of her government. That means money, a great deal of money. I hadn't realized that the Igurian coalition were on such good terms with the Magistry. It wasn't, not really. But they want to see the Directorate dealt with, and it isn't in their interest to do it themselves. They prefer to keep their own hands clean. In light of this, Kamia's claim to the throne is an asset worth paying for. The Rimwood periphery is a powder keg, Kilo. Tensions between the Taurian coordinate and the Federated Suns are high, and my uncle's military posturing could be viewed as a provocation by either side. If an open conflict between superpowers were to erupt, it would be difficult for anyone to remain neutral. The Magistrate wants to avoid getting dragged into a major war. Let me just turn this down just a little bit. And your house, Centrella's best hope for a clean solution. They fill your war chest, and you remove the Directorate from the board. The Magistrate lets tensions between the Federated Suns and Taurian simmer down on their own. Am I reading the situation correctly, Lady Urano? Correctly enough, Mr. Olivia, but understand that this isn't just about diffusing a dangerous situation. For me, taking on the Directorate is personal. My uncle betrayed me. The Founding Council has been reduced to a handful of powerless figureheads. Our very identity has been cut away and discarded. House Espinosa is long overdue for reckoning, and with your help, I'll bring them to one. Join me, Kilo. We will not fail. You already sold me on this, Camille. I pledge myself and my company to your cause. I was hoping you'd say that. Of course, you cannot wage war on my behalf, or your travel restrictions remain in place, so I shall break them. Now that you've pledged yourselves to me, I will buy your company's debts, all of them. You're free to travel and seek clients as you please, as long as you come to me when I call for you. And on the day that I reclaim my throne, your obligation to me will be forgiven, and your debts wiped clean. Of course, you'll also be paid for every battle you fight at our behest, at a rate that we feel generous. Given the clientele you're accustomed to, thanks to House Centrella, we have money to burn. Money to burn. I like the sound of that. I had a feeling you would. I'll take my leave of you now. I have an army to rally and preparations to make, but it won't be long before I contact you again, and when I do, I need you to be ready. Prepare yourself and your company, Kilo. Our war is about to begin. Lady Urano just bought up all of our debt, Commander. That means no more banks restricting our jump ship access. We can travel to more systems now, and we should steer clear of the major states. We don't want it to look like we're gonna cut and run. Good news, Commander. Once Doc Murad and her crew got that wrecked ship away safely, they found most of a Centurion in its cargo hold. It's not equipped for battle yet, but with a little love and attention, I think I could return it to service. Swing by the mech bay to check it and order a refit.
That's it you asked for. It's cleared for fighting.
Hey. And we have quite the number of money. Let's take a look in our bag. Look at that. Quite impressive. Well, I'll get the repairs started, and I believe this is perhaps where we're gonna call it for the night. So let's just get this done real quick. Replace. Equipment. Only 2 jump jets, but worth it.
Logged and noted. Shouldn't be too bad.
Alright. Well, thank you all for stopping by. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you all, hopefully, in the next one.